Okay. All right. All right. So let's get it started. This is how to become a hotel owner internationally. So it's a two-part webinar. So we'll have tonight and then we'll have tomorrow. Just going to do an introduction. If you haven't heard my story, we'll talk about my story, what makes a hotel successful, changing your mindset, just giving an overview of the challenge. And then we'll, of course, leave some time for Q&A. So how many people, this is their first, some names are familiar, but how many people, this is their first time on the chat, the first time in the web, on one of my webinars? First time? Oh, well, welcome. Welcome. If this is your second time, or this is not your first time, just put fam in the chat. Hey, I would say Curtis, the name look familiar. What's up, Venus? Is it Kendria? Hey, Earl. Aisha, Zakemakia, Charles, of course. See. Oh, well, welcome back. Okay. So today we're gonna be just shipping a mindset shift from hotel consumer to hotel owner, and then tomorrow there's going to be some international investment opportunities. So my name is Davon Reeves, the Hotel Diva. For those who don't know who I am, a little bit about my background story. And yes, this is recorded. You'll get access to the replay. I've been in the industry for over 15 years. Asset managed $1 billion worth of assets throughout my 15 career. So I have experience in feasibility studies, asset management development, 3 times published author, 30 million under assets under management, not too long because we was about to sell 2 of them. So that number is going to change by the end of the year. I feel like I've been featured in everything except for Essence. Kamika. Boom, I got it. Okay. All right. So and anybody know me, I always like to play this game. So anybody who gets it right, you get a prize. All right. So there are over 59,000 hotels in the United States. What's the percentage of them that are less? How many? Okay, let me phrase this. How many hotels are owned by Black people? And it's a percentage. It can be less than, but it can be more than. So let's see who's got it right. Who the first one? Earl, you got it. I don't know if it's less than 1%, but he got it. It's less than 2. Earl, he gets, I don't know if you had this. You'll get a free copy. I already got your contact information. A free copy of the International Hotel Workbook. So I'll send it to you. That's your gift for winning it. Okay, I'm gonna give out 2 because I already knew that Earl know that. So I'm gonna be fair. So Earl get it, and then Kamika. Oh no, Linda. No, Linda too. You know it. And then I'm gonna be fair because the first 2, y'all, that was the tie. Y'all knew that. And then Kamika. So I'm gonna give y'all the let me say this. Give y'all a copy of the international workbook. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. But the answer is, yeah, but you wait for the folk. I said the first. You got to be first to say it. She Curtis said I said it too. You got to be first to say it. Earl, before I even could probably finish saying it, he put it out there. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta be the first to say it. Okay. All right, so they get it. So yes, less than 2%. I always say anything one, long as you don't go more than 2%. But yes. So don't if you missed out on today, don't worry about it. I give out prizes throughout the channel. So don't just make sure that you tune in tomorrow and then pay attention in the group, in the Facebook group, because I may give out a prize. Okay. All right. So my story, that's me as a little one. I did not know, I don't even know how old I was in that picture. I need to ask my mom. So I think my daddy took that picture because my daddy stayed taking pictures. So yeah, that was me when I lived in Philly. So I was actually born in Philly. So for my people who said Philly or outside of Philly, the house was 29th and Jefferson. Yes. Okay. And so that was me when I was a little one. And during that time frame, trust me, ain't nobody was thinking about hotel ownership. My family was not like, oh my gosh, let me buy a hotel so the lead of Davon. Trust me, that was not being discussed. Okay, my family is still shocked at what I'm doing. They're like, oh wow, she was serious. Okay, and so this is me. I do not, unfortunately, I do not have a picture of me at the front desk. I wish I have a picture of me sitting in front of the front desk, but not behind the front desk. Okay. But that's probably the closest picture that I could get. I think I have another picture with my nana. But that is me at my first, that was actually my first headshot. That was me. I think one of my friends took that. That was me in front in my first apartment when I was in college. That's why I was working at the front desk or right before it. Okay. So even during that time, I still didn't know that I wanted to become a hotel owner. It wasn't fast forward until after I graduated that I knew that I wanted to become a hotel owner. So don't feel like that you have to come from millions and millions of dollars to become a billionaire to buy a hotel. You know, you can become a millionaire with just one hotel, really, to be quite honest. Your whole balance sheet could change. That's me. That was my life as an analyst. So this is when I knew that I wanted to be a hotel owner. That's why that was actually in Miami at NABHOOD, National Association of Black Hotel Owners, Operators, and Developers conference. And that's when I knew that I wanted to be a hotel owner. So I took a non-paid internship at a consulting firm after I graduated from college. And I was like, you know what? I want to be a hotel owner. And so that's why I took the non-paid internship, because I wanted to transition from operations into the transactional side. So my pathway was a little different, definitely non-traditional, but I was determined. And it wasn't a pathway. It wasn't like webinars like this. It wasn't a book like the book I have that to put out a workbook. So it wasn't any of that. Like it wasn't that foundation, you know, that you need. Definitely didn't have an uncle who I could call and be like, yo, let me shadow you real quick. You know, let me put some, put some sweat equity in the buy. That yeah, I didn't have that. That didn't work for me. So fast forward, that's me now. Actually, that was like me after I bought my first hotel. I'm not that tiny anymore. The goal is to get back to that size. But yes, that was me after we acquired our first hotel in El Reno, Oklahoma. That's it. That's actually for it's under contract. We about to sell that one. That's a 85 room Home2 Suites in El Reno, Oklahoma. We're about to sell it. It's under contract. So we'll make a profit off of it. Definitely be able to pay back our investors. We bought that, like I said, for 8.3, yeah, 8.3 million. We raised that capital, friends and family. This is Staybridge Suites, 145 room in Indianapolis. This is the Indianapolis Fishers. And then Hampton Inn Suites, that's actually outside of Louisville, Kentucky. So in order to get to Scottsburg, Indiana, you got to fly into Louisville, which is about 40 minutes. So we bought these two hotels as a portfolio. All right, so like I mentioned before, we're gonna bust some myths. You personally do not have to have millions of dollars. You personally don't have to be a billionaire. You don't have to have prior hotel experience. My situation was different because I started as a front desk agent. There's not too many front desk agents who own hotels. All right. So another thing is you have to have a hotel mindset though. So there is folks. So thank you. There are some folks on here. For one, I'm proud of y'all for stepping up and stepping into the plate and actually having that mindset to even show up for the webinar. So I'm just giving y'all a hand clap, right? Because there's a lot of people who don't who like, nah, I don't want to buy a hotel. I want to invest into a hotel because Airbnb is gonna take over. That's not the case. How many people, just real quick, how many people, show of hands, well, not show of hands because I can't see your hands, but in the chat, let me know would you prefer Airbnb or a hotel? Let's see. So for my naysayers who already think that Airbnb gonna take over, I mean, with our intimate group, hotels are winning. Exactly. Right. So for my folks who like, no, 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 Airbnb is not gonna take over. Matter of fact, I went to a short-term rental conference and it was at a hotel. I mean, so and with the regulations and everything, so just again, it's just having that hotel mindset. People gonna always stay at a hotel, regardless if it's one person working in or not. People still gonna stay in the hotel, right? Um, it says hotels can control the political space better than short-term rentals. Exactly. So that's exactly how a lot of those regulations that y'all saw, with different cities, a lot of that had to do with hotel lobbying groups that came in and neighborhood associations as well, who was like, nah. So the associations. It says used to be Airbnb for years, but over the last year, hotels back. Yeah, I've been hearing that a lot. I've been, seeing people be like, oh, I'd rather stay at a hotel now because I'd rather pay for convenience and I don't want to make my own bed. So yeah, I feel you. Okay. All right. So let's get some visuals going on. It's the new year. How many people they put their goal that they want to invest in a hotel? I'm just curious. How many people? If not, let's go ahead and picture yourself checking yourself in your own hotel. Just picture it. This is what you have to do. This is what I did on my journey. I'm giving y'all be wanting to know the secret sauce. I'm telling it to you free. This is literally what I did. I didn't picture myself checking in. I pictured myself walking through the lobby playing Beyonce. That was really what I envisioned before I purchased my first hotel. I was like, you know what? I'm going to walk through the lobby when I buy my hotel playing Beyonce, Mood Forever. It's literally, 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 literally. That's what I envision myself. Let's see. Okay. Okay, people envision. Okay. That's my 5-year plan. Okay. Want this. I give myself this. Oh, yes. Come through with the date. Yes. Yes. You know it. Yes. Give me that date. I love it. I love it when people put exact dates on it because it just make it feel real, don't it? Don't it, Kamika? Don't it give you something to look forward to? December 17th, 2025. Don't, because you gave yourself a date. So now you like, you know what, it's coming. Like, okay, I didn't put it out there in the atmosphere. I gotta make it happen, regardless if I invest in a hotel or own a hotel. This year I want to have my first hotel. Honey, I need a date. Miss Brittany, I need a date. Invest now. 5 to 6 years now. I need a date, Miss Linda Carter. I need a date. I need a date on both. When you going to invest? I need the exact date, Brittany. Won't be playing. I need an exact date. Either when you going to invest or when you want to buy. Either way, it don't matter. And it can be something that's investing in the REIT. It don't matter. I just want y'all to put some dates behind it. It just makes it so much better. By 2020. I love it. Invest by May 2025. Okay, you can do it. It's a deal of it's a couple deals that I'm be bringing that's gonna come that y'all probably be investing sooner than later. All right, so everybody they envision themselves checking it to you gonna invest February 14th. I already got property. I'm looking at it, Portland, Jamaica. I was gonna ask you about it, but then you said, see what happens when you put stuff in the atmosphere. See how stuff just be happening. See, that's what happens when you put stuff in the atmosphere. Things just come up. See, God told me to put this webinar together for you. See, because you put it in the atmosphere. That's what happened. So closing on the land in 2024, building a boutique hotel. Okay, looking at one now. Okay. Yes, I love it. All right, so after you visualize yourself checking in a hotel, right? What you really want to do is let's put together our investment thesis, right? If anybody's ever listened to my webinar, taken the course, y'all know this is what I talk about so much because it's so important. You won't be able to get to your hotel without it. It's gonna make it a lot expensive. It's gonna make it harder. So what kind of hotel do you want to invest in? What kind of hotel do you want to buy? Okay, do you want to get somebody mentioned a boutique hotel? You know, y'all hearing this webinar because it's international. You want to do an international webinar. You know, when do you plan to invest? That's why I asked you to put those dates. You know, where do you plan? You know, somebody said Jamaica. You know, do you want to invest? You know, maybe Belize, Turks and Caicos. You know, why are you investing? How are you going to invest? Those type of things. So those are the questions that you want to have. Add more questions in an international workbook. Oh, somebody said Bali. Oh yeah, I don't do international. I don't do it, but I ain't gonna stop y'all. It's just something that I don't do. Now, this is what I will do. Even though I wouldn't like develop a hotel internationally or try to, that's just me because I don't like dealing with the political stuff and I don't really, I mean, I probably could, but what I would do is buy a condo in a hotel in a different country because I don't have to worry about the management. I don't have to worry about the pop. Like they did all that for me. I'm just buying the condo and we just split the revenue. We just split the profit. But again, that's just me. Y'all may be different. Y'all want to do a bed and breakfast. You may have, you know, you paying homage to your ancestors. Like, you know, your people may be from a different country and you want to go back and regroup. See, the thing is in Ghana or Egypt, you got no people there. And that's just too political over there for me. But Venus, if you know people, the biggest thing is you have to know people in the government. Like legit. Like you just gotta know somebody. As long as you like know people in the government or know some high up people where you can get stuff done and you can get the right people. It's just so political over it. It's just a different world. And I've seen so many people get scammed, you know. I mean, you can get scammed in the States, but in a different country, it's just different. It says I'm building in Panama. Okay. I know some people from that's Panamanian. My family is Panamanian. I moved here last week, so ready, but I have contact. Yeah. If you got contacts on the ground, then you good to go. As long as you got contacts in the government or the like the minister of tourism or understand how that works, then it says we have hotel suites available for sale in Nairobi. Oh, nice. Yeah, as long as you know people. See, I don't know people. That's why I don't do it. And it's just too much for me to try. But again, that's just me. If it works for y'all, I would say go for it. But that's just me. But a lot of people came to me and wanted to do international and learn more about international. So I just like to provide education, right? So that's why I'm putting this together. It says I went to invest in the Embassy Suites or Summer Hotel to start, then advance to a learn. Why you want to start off with an Embassy Suites? I'm just curious. or similar? Oh, okay. Okay, okay, okay. 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 Well, stay tuned. It could be some deals coming up. So y'all know, stay tuned. Um, if not, check your email. You probably already got an email already about a hotel opportunity. So another question you want to ask yourself is, how are you going to invest? Yeah, you should have got something by now, as far as a hotel opportunity, hotel investment opportunity. But it'll be something tomorrow too. So make sure you're here tomorrow. All right, so click also the dashboard. I put it in the chat, but that's where y'all get your badges, your homework to purchase for the workbook, and the replay. So tonight you'll get the email with the dashboard and everything with the replay so you can watch it. The badges, the first thing, which y'all all should post this in the Facebook group and I give it to you. It's in the dashboard to upload to the Investor Academy Facebook group your badge, because you should have made a goal to yourself of when you want to invest in your first hotel, when you want to invest or buy. So I definitely want you to put in the Facebook group. So it's your homework. I want you to make a list of 300 goals and reflections. Day 2, we're going to talk briefly a little bit more about the ownership thesis. But I also want y'all to find an accountability partner. But tomorrow we're meeting tomorrow night at 7:00. And of course you'll get a recap and everything. But I want you to find an accountability partner. Stay connected with me. I'm on Instagram. I'm on LinkedIn. That's my Facebook group. Now we have some time for Q&A. So I'm gonna leave this up here for the folks who want my contact information. Y'all can do it. Now you may not gonna get finished with it tonight. The reason why I want you to come up with 300 goals, and this can be 300 goals you want to do by the time you're 90. I'm just making it up. But the reason why, and I actually heard this from Steve Harvey. This is like a long time ago. Steve Harvey mentioned, if you can't make 300 goals, then you're not thinking big enough. And I thought that's not a lot. And then actually it is. I think I'm just now to 100. No, not for the year. I mean, if you want to, you can. But no, this is just for you. And it can be like, so let me tell y'all some of my goals so y'all know. I put on there, I want to go to Egypt. This was like over 10 years ago. And I was like, I want to go to Egypt. I found my list not too long ago. I said I wanted to be featured in Black Enterprise. I said I wanted to own a hotel. I wanted to speak at this conference, this industry conference. I spoke at it last year. I said I wanted to fly on a private plane or something like that. And all of these things I actually accomplished, right? And some of them it's still much more things that I have to do. But I'm still adding on to the list. So, but this is just more so for you to, it could be, developing a boutique hotel internationally. It could be whatever you want. It could be learning how to, I don't know how to ice skate. I want to know how to ice skate. So I'm gonna add that to the list. It could be, I want to lose 15 pounds. I mean, it could be whatever. Like the goal is it's for you all. It's for your individual self. But it's an exercise that gives your mind an opportunity to think and to just to think big. That's really what it is. All right. So we got some questions coming in. Okay. Am I getting oh yeah, Linda, you wanted the international workbook. Yeah. Yeah, you got it. You want it. So I'll send it to you. We'll get it. I get some. If I don't send it, I get somebody from my team to send it to you. But yeah. Okay, so we got a question that says, how long did it take for you to raise the capital to purchase your first hotel? Ooh, that was fast. How long did it take me? Uh, mm, uh, September. We wanted a contract in September. We closed in November. So probably about 2.5 months. It was fast. Yeah, it moved pretty fast. That was like the fastest and easiest closing. And I got so spoiled. I wish all my closings were like that. I'm here. My laptop about to charge. I gotta get the charger.
There's something in this.
Okay.
Let me see. That's my sister.
Oh, okay.
That's
Oh, okay. Okay, here we go.
my house. My house.
Okay, it says how much of your personal contribution did investors want to see to invest in your vision? That depends because we put a portion of it up, like the upfront costs had to be paid, like the application fee and we had to pay the attorneys, which is a good question. We had to pay the attorneys. Attorneys always get paid first. So you just let them know what you had to pay for upfront. So investors, they do want to see that you're putting something up because they feel like if you don't have anything to lose, then you don't care if anything happens to the project. Because if if it doesn't move forward, then you're not gonna lose anything. And I've seen a couple deals, and I've seen why where one of the sponsors didn't put up any of their money up front, and the deals, they fell through, and the investors lost their money. And so I understand why investors would be like, okay, how much money you putting up? Because we don't want to be the only ones losing money. Like if if I'm gonna lose money, everybody gonna lose money kind of thing. It says, apart from investors, did you approach any banks or did you need a bank? Yeah, so we assumed a loan for those banks, for those deals. Mm. Yeah. Jameer. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Okay, any other questions? Okay. So how does Vestor work with investing? What do you mean? Like, are you looking to invest or are you looking to raise capital? Okay. Oh, okay. Join me on January 25th, and we're gonna go through that because that's a whole different thing. So if you want to invest, I seen the link. But yeah, there's let me see if I can put it in the chat. Let me see. Uh, hold on. Let me put the link in. There we go. I put the link in for January 25th. Investors having a town hall. Okay, it says, how do you get started being a non-accredited investor? Oh, I love it. I love how y'all connecting. That's the whole point of this. I love every moment of it. It says, how do you get started being a non-accredited investor? How much do you have to invest? So a non-accredited investor, you can invest. It just depends on the deal. Same thing with how much. So you can invest with the REIT, which is a real estate investment trust, or you can invest privately. An accredited investor, for those who don't know, an accredited investor is someone who has a net worth of $1 million or more, excluding their primary residence, and then or has an income of 200,000 or more. So you can invest as a non-accredited investor. It just depends on which pathway. And then the amount, like if you go through Vestor, then it's like a calculation based off your based off your income. What kind of REITs do well, for one, I recommend that you talk to a financial advisor to see which will be the best way to go as far as REITs, because before you invest in anything, you want to figure out what your strategy is. Like, why are you investing? Going back to your thesis, like, okay, well, why am I investing? Am I investing just to be investing? Am I investing for dividends? Am I investing to let my money grow in like 5 to 7 years? So sometimes the reason why people invest in hotels, they invest in hotels because it's real estate. So they invest for the benefits, for the tax benefits. So maybe you investing in REITs won't really help because maybe you want to invest directly into the asset for the tax benefits. Does that help? Mm-hmm. I don't know. Yeah, so you have to decide if you want to invest directly into a hotel or invest in REITs. Some of the tax benefits that you write off the depreciation, because this is the depreciating asset. So that's why you write it off. So that's some of the tax benefits. How do you find investors? Meaning, how do I find investors, or how do you find investors for your deal? Anyone. Where do you start to look for? Well, first you got to have a deal first, and you have to start within the people that you know first. You have to start within your community. That's where you start. Like, make a list of friends and family that you would think would invest. I would start there first.
Johnny is super strong man. Yeah. I love you. That's enough.
Right. Okay. No. When I mean community, start with the people that you know. If you know people in City Hall, then, but I would start with like cousins and family. That's what I mean by your community. The people that you know personally. And you have to have a deal first. Like you have to have something for people to invest in. And you will probably want to work on a project that you have experience in. I have a course on that as well if you're looking to learn about raising capital. But the biggest thing is you want to have a deal or something that you can present. Because if you tell somebody that you need an investor for something, they're gonna ask you what it's for. The live course, I don't know when that's gonna be, but I have a pre-recorded one. Let me see if I have it. See. Here we go. Okay, I just put that in the chat. Yeah, I just put that in there. That was probably the biggest one I had. Yeah, I would start off, like I said, with friends and family who you think would invest. But the biggest thing is being an expert in the deal first. That because people they aren't just they're investing in the project, but they're really investing in you to see if you can execute on it. So you're looking to invest in an apartment complex. Okay, yeah, what I talk about, it'll help you raise capital for anything. Now, these are some good questions. Okay. Oh, any more questions? What have you invested so far? Oh, 3 hotels in my Vesta crowdfunding platform. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, 3 hotels, my Vesta crowdfunding platform, and 3 residential houses. Yes, that's my portfolio. No, I haven't done anything worldwide. I do want to get some in Turks and Caicos. Yeah. How does payments work for hotel investors? I know the property is held for so long, with some deals distributing payments on a quarterly basis. Yeah. Well, that depends on the deal. So that's something that you have to ask the owner. How does the payments work for hotel investors? Um, my deals it's quarterly, but it's based off the performance. I don't know anybody who make distributions monthly for hotels. They usually do it quarterly. Sometimes it's monthly, but it just depends on the performance. So that's something when you invest in, you have to ask. Okay. All right. Well, thank y'all so much for tuning in. I will see y'all tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. We'll have a special guest. We will have the Burdines on as well. They'll be talking more about international investing, mostly about Belize international investing. But yes, check in with me tomorrow. You'll get the replay of this. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. And I will see y'all tomorrow night. Thank you for bearing with me. I've been a little sick under the weather, celebrating my 5-year-old's birthday party. So shout out to all the moms out there, moms and dads who gotta take care of toddlers' birthdays and still be sick at the same time. So I appreciate you all so much. Thank you all for your time. And I will see you all tomorrow night. Thank you all. Bye-bye. Oh, thank you. I'm trying. Thank you. Bye-bye.